Alright, ready?
Kayfabe Gimmicks! You know where to find us on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Fiction Entertainment, brother. YouTube. Fiction Entertainment, brother. YouTube.
Fucking #1 Kayfabe Gimmicks podcast ever. So.
How are you looking for?
Put words in the wrong place.
Are you recording all this, dude? The best wrestling podcast that's always been.
What you gonna do, brother, when the beast starts talking about wrestling and drinking whiskey and it's all crazy up in here?
Yeah, intro this shit, dude. Fucking put some fucking energy into it, dog.
God damn it, man. We already fucking started. This is Kayfabe Gimmicks. This is Snuva. We got the Beast here tonight.
What's up, what's up?
We got Hez here tonight.
Yo.
There was no energy in that shit. And we got Unclean Spinner.
What it do, what it do.
What it do, motherfucker? Alright, so we had a Raw that we're going to talk about, but we're going to start off because the Beast fell in love and developed a man crush on Roman Reigns.
Whoa. You're taking a little bit too far there. Listen, all I'm saying is that his delivery on SmackDown was pretty good. The lines were utterly terrible. I mean, what was it? Suffering succotash was one of them?
It was a selfish, suck-up, suffering succotash, and it sounded like he was going to go into son of a bitch. But we PG'd it because we were on SmackDown.
Yeah, man, it was... The lines itself were garbage, but the delivery he had was not terrible, which is better than I can say about any of his past promos.
Well, I do want to get into that. We're going to definitely talk some Reigns and his promos, because he had one on Raw. But Raw started with John Cena, so I guess we should start with Cena.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. Word. I mean, he kind of came out and said the same thing he does every single time.
Hell yeah. Woo! Yes! Yes!
Apparently.
This time, why was he crying about his ball and wanting to go home?
That's where it got weird.
He was saying that he was going to win the championship and then not defend it, I guess, or show up with it until Ziggler, Ryback, and Rowan got their jobs back. God, he's so forgettable.
Yeah, they really kind of... I don't know if it was supposed to be an attack on Punk with that one.
I doubt it.
I don't know. Hez, what were your thoughts on this?
I don't know, man. It just didn't really make sense. I might have missed something.
No. I don't think you missed anything, because at one point when he was talking about winning the belt, he's like, the champ is here, and nobody gave a shit.
I wonder if we're finally going to realize that even marks are starting to get a little bit played out on John Cena.
Well, I mean, it's the rise above... the Embrace the Darkness, or Underdog Story 242. I don't really know. It's in full swing again, and this is where everyone hates John Cena.
It's sad because Rollins is going to be looking more like a face in that match between him, Brock, and John. He will easily get the most cheers, even though he is playing full heel.
I definitely want to get into that. I want to just say, I love John Cena's Hulk Hogan gear.
His Hulk Hogan gear, so you're talking about the color scheme.
Exactly. I love it. I don't care. Does anybody, am I the only one?
Spitter's the more fashionable one. Let's hear what he had to say about it.
Cena, he's got some style, but, the jorts and the kicks that he wears are horrible.
I just like the red and yellow.
The red and yellow's dope. It's dope that he's doing it because of Hogan and blah, blah, blah.
I think it looks good with the black shorts.
He is Hulk Hogan 2.0.
He needs to wear something other than, the fucking merchandise that they sell.
I went back and I watched some original John Cena matches, and the ring gear sucks ball sacks.
You talking about his little short wrestling tights and his boots, or are you talking about old school George? Oh, well, yeah. That was before he really had a gimmick, though.
I know, and he wrestled a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I'd take. Well, we've talked about this before. Chain gang, blah blah blah. Not going to dive into it.
Any day of the
Please
week.
God, don't. No, let's not. It'll be the whole thing then.
I
It'll
mean,
You're
take
right.
over.
Hez is new to the group, though, showing up this week. So, Hez, how would you like to see John Cena if you could do anything with John Cena right now?
Honestly, make sure he doesn't win any more goddamn titles.
Ever?
Keep him like Shawn Michaels was for the last like what 5-6 years, where you're still a top draw, but you don't go after any more titles. You know, like, dude, seriously, do you guys really want Cena to be the one that breaks Flair's record?
He can't break Flair's record.
Oh, he already tied it.
No,
No,
You can't tie it.
he's one
he
behind
needs
it.
one more.
Okay. Well, we're going to get into that tonight. We're going to get into that. So, the Authority came out. And the Authority cut a promo on Cena that actually... They insulted the fact that he's playing underdog.
Yeah, which I thought was hilarious.
It's kind of like the authorities trolling everybody. It's like they get on the internet and read everything. And then,
Yeah, it's like H is going around and looking at all of us. Hey, see what's going on here? I see what's going on here. What's up, man? What's up? Giving it a little bit of a, ooh, I read the internet kind of thing.
Alright, so we decided to run a storyline right at the beginning of the thing that Cena could get Rowan, Ziggles, and Ryback back by winning a match.
Which seemed like he would probably win right away.
I kind of thought they were going to toss everything out within a week, too. I was like, really?
I kind of figured they would just because it's WWE and that's just kind of what they do.
But, so a few things come up. First off, there was a great sign in the crowd going into the match. It was a vacant is greater than Lesnar sign.
I saw that. That was pretty clever. There was also a R.I.P. Katie Vick sign, so that was...
I
Yeah,
didn't see that one.
That was
there was.
that was pretty bad.
I caught that one.
That was pretty bad.
Dude,
So I want
me
to
and
talk
Bull
about the
got to laugh our
Lumberjacks.
ass off. Yeah.
I want to talk about the Lumberjacks. Huh?
First off, let's say another fucking lumberjack match is on Raw is played out, especially when they're all heels, or they've got the heels on one side and the fucking faces on the other.
There were
Fucking cute.
no faces, if you noticed.
Well, that was the point. That was,
Yeah, that was the.
It was a one-on-one match that was not a one-on-one match.
But the weird thing was we had Justin Gabriel as a lumberjack.
I think they just needed another body, honestly. I honestly didn't even know he was still employed with the WWE.
He's wearing skull pants now. That's the only real reason I realized it was him.
Yeah.
Curtis Axel was there with his shirt that actually said better than perfect. And I mean, if you had ran this man as Mr. Perfect's son this entire fucking time, he should be world champion right now.
He'll come back. He's looked real good on NXT whenever he's been working. He's been getting guys over very, very well. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely getting a reboot. So,
It might take a while to get him the reboot, but yeah.
Has a little less movement, please. Getting some feedback from you. Alright, so we had Corporate Kane as one of the other lumberjacks, so that just made me go, really? Again?
Was he wearing his evil slacks?
He was wearing
His
his
Slacks from hell?
the slacks from hell. They were out and about. They were strolling down the fucking ring.
Oh shit!
It was bad. So the match started. And does anybody have any highlights they want to talk about from it?
I enjoyed J&J stepping in whenever Rollins went out of the ring and like, yo, calm down, guys. Stay away. Nope. They noped every single guy that was out there.
I thought that was pretty amazing, too.
And then, the fucking elbow was fucking stupid.
There was a great moment where Rollins thought he had the 3 count. And Joey Mercury climbs up as well. Like, literally, Rollins pins the fucking ref into the corner and is yelling at his ear. And Mercury's just pops up on the side and starts yelling too. Those little moments I love from them.
I think J&J Security is actually a pretty solid fit for everything. They're entertaining.
Cesaro definitely stole the show with his whatchamacallit, giant throw into the barricade.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we're not doing anything with Cesaro, but then we automatically have him come out and do these big, massive moments.
Because they need something to fill the show with.
Yeah, he's a spot monkey now. Plain and simple. He's a big spot monkey.
Thoughts on it, Hez?
Let's see what he has at the Rumble, man. Remember he destroyed it. He destroyed it at the Andre. Oh my God, yeah, the Andre Battle Royal at WrestleMania.
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, yes.
Yeah, there we go. Holy fuck, dude, I'm ripped.
I enjoyed the tug of war moment between Big Show and John Cena over Rollins' body.
Yeah, that was pretty comical. I don't know. I think the match was just not a good match in general.
It didn't really go anywhere. Fucking Rollins won, and we just kept this shitty angle going.
Pretty much.
At least Justin Gabriel got some Raw time.
I'll admit that.
Oh, yeah.
So, after that, we had a shitty tag match between Brand New Day versus the Rosebuds. I'm going to call them the Rosebuds.
It's not Brand New Day, it's just New Day.
Oh, my bad. It should be Brand New Day.
They're black and they like to have fun, okay?
I watched the Hulu version as well, and they started the Hulu show, and they were eating grits and eggs off the same plate.
Serious? You fucking serious?
I'm fucking serious, dude. It looked like they were eating grits and eggs. The only way it could have been worse was if they ate fucking fried chicken. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
I don't really know what to call Cesaro, Tyson, and Adam Rose, though.
I mean, I guess they're part of the Rosebuds right now.
I don't know.
Is that really happening, or was that them just being undercover so they could beat up?
No. They were actually... Adam Rose was in their corner, if you didn't notice that last night.
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with it either. So, you know what? Apparently nobody really gives a shit about this match. Moving on, we had Big Show cut a promo. There was a Captain Insano side.
Was there? I missed that one.
I shat bricks, dude. I love the Water Boy, and the fact that popped up, I was like, what?
Yeah. I mean, Big Show, it was a decent promo. I wouldn't say it was great. It wasn't bad, though. Compared to what he has been doing, it's pretty solid.
Compared to him versus Reigns on SmackDown promo-wise, it was amazing, and I think a lot of that is for some reason they keep SmackDown PG, but it's on Sci-Fi nowadays. They don't have to keep it as edited as they used to.
I don't think either of them really have to be that edited. Shit, Raw comes on at 9 o'clock on the Eastern Coast.
8.
Whatever. Same difference.
It's 3 fucking hours long now.
Well, that's an issue in and of itself.
Oh my God, SmackDown went to 3 hours?
No.
Oh.
You know, Raw being 3 hours has been a problem for a long time. We haven't really discussed this, but I kind of wish that had never happened.
Yeah, because they can't keep it up like Nitro did. Nitro had action front to back.
And this was a very promo-heavy Raw.
I think if they had even just better promos, it wouldn't feel like it was so long. And if they didn't cut to goddamn commercial and tell you to watch on the goddamn WWE app every fucking 3 minutes.
No.
Seriously, I don't want to load up a fucking app on my phone just to see what happens because you want to cut to commercial all the fucking time.
Interestingly, for a moment, once again, Big Show called out all the marks for loving Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Which
So we
was,
had that happen twice.
maybe they're just throwing us a bone, man.
I mean, they do it sometimes. They do, I'll give you that. I just found it really surprising that we had actually been like, oh, hey, guess what? Nobody really likes you, Roman.
Pretty much.
No.
Hey, Matt, why are you so quiet right now, buddy?
I don't know, I just am.
Well, get hype.
Get hype, bro. So,
I'm hype. I am hype.
Well,
Reigns cut a
start showing
promo. Reigns cut another promo, and he didn't have a nice little wink.
nobody told another fucking fairy tale story.
I've realized this watching these Reigns promos the last couple of weeks. I feel that Reigns is lacking fluidity.
He's lacking a brain. He's lacking the ability to fucking structure together a sentence.
I kind of see that.
Turn him into fucking Kevin Nash 2.0. Stop trying to make him Cena or Hogan 2.0,
Right.
3.0, whatever you want to call him. He's not
Even
going
look
to
at-
be that guy.
Go ahead, Hez.
Yeah, and even look at what they're doing with Baron Corbin down in NXT. They're protecting the fuck out of him right now. If they would just, go back to Roman Reigns doing promos like that, he'd be fucking golden.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if this was the Attitude Era, would Reigns be better on the mic?
Probably not.
He would be more like, I'm just gonna bust your fucking head open on the mic. That's what he, you know what I'm saying?
Short and to the point, dude. That's all he needs to be, and they keep trying to drag it out of him.
Yeah.
Well,
They
I mean,
keep trying to make him seem
He's
like
not fucking Flair.
Yeah, he doesn't have that ability.
I think he could be funny.
Yeah, but do you want him to be funny?
Yes.
Why?
I enjoy a good funny promo, dude.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be this big badass who just punches people constantly. Well, if he's being funny and telling me fucking fairy tales, well, fuck off. Seriously, I don't want to hear Roman in the beanstalk. If you're gonna do that, I want to see a fucking ladder match where they replace the fucking ladder with just fucking beanstalks between him and Big Show. And Big Show starts at the top, and then Roman has to knock him off.
Oh, bricks were shat. Look. I'm putting it to you like this. I feel like Roman could fall into the same level as The Rock.
No.
No fucking way.
Not a chance.
What I've been seeing out of these promos is that he has the ability, if he was more laid back and actually being funny and joking and not trying to tell these shitty fairy tale stories.
Yeah, but once again, you go back to they're just feeding him fucking garbage. He's stuck with garbage.
Well, Dave Meltzer reported that Vince McMahon is writing these promos for fucking Roman Reigns.
If he is, he needs to quit fucking doing creative.
Yeah, he does not need to fucking write promos. Jesus fucking Christ.
Honestly, at this point, Vince should probably just be a businessman and then come on as a personality whenever they need him. But as a writer, he's over the hill.
Yeah, this is definitely proof that Vince has fucking slipped. Vince is losing it.
It's because Vince is not fucking PG. That's the fucking problem.
Which, they don't need to be PG on either show anymore, though.
Well, part of that still comes off to what if Linda wants to do another Senator run.
Fuck that, dude. She's lost them $500 million.
Yeah.
I don't know if they care
if
enough.
Man still wants to retire super successful. He needs to tell that bitch to stay the fuck back in the kitchen.
So what I do with mine.
Oh, shit.
I mean, that's
Vince
terrible.
McMahon said, make me a goddamn sandwich.
Hell yeah.
He gets Stone Cold to come by his house and tell his wife to make him a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. Because Stone Cold said so.
Austin 517 says you're gonna make this man a sandwich now, bitch.
He proceeds to then flick her off and give her a stunner. Send her in the kitchen.
She oversells a stunner and flops her way into the kitchen.
Exactly.
Alright, so, do we want to talk about the Reigns match?
Not really.
Oh, we're pretty even on that. It wasn't really a lot to talk about.
It was.
Here's the play-by-play on a Reigns match. Punch. Oh, Reigns is down. No, he's back up. Punch. Superman punch. 1, 2, 3.
You forgot the spear.
Oh yeah, he does a spear too. I forgot.
And you also forgot his little drop kick.
He's got so many moves that I get confused, man.
I swear, people give Cena all the flack for not having any moves. Roman Reigns has less moves than Cena, which is impressive. Reigns has Superman punch,
The apron drop kick.
the apron drop kick, and the spear. I've never
drop
even
kick is
seen the
dope.
guy do a suplex, for fuck's sake.
I haven't either. Has anybody? Can anybody remember one?
No.
I've never seen him do like anything that involves a hold and
Other
slam.
than the triple power bomb, but that doesn't really count because that was
He had two dudes helping him.
yeah, two dudes set up the move and all he had to do was stand there and then fall forward.
I'll give it to you. Let me say this about it. Actually, I don't have jack shit to say about it. Anyway, so moving on, we had a one-arm chick fight.
Yeah, that was.
Surprisingly impressive for me.
I mean, Naomi's a freak of an athlete. I've been aware of that for a long time.
With that ass, though.
That ass is delicious. Are we allowed to say that? Are we PG now? I don't think we're PG. We can say
I don't
this
think
shit.
we're PG.
I mean, we've already talked about how the woman should be in the kitchen, so I don't see why we can't talk about
Well, there goes any
No,
viewership from women that might have
That's
gained.
not all women. That's just Linda.
Not all women. Not all women. But I'm gonna say I would eat that. I would eat Naomi's butthole. I have
God damn.
fuck.
that shit.
I feel like this needs to be edited now. If we're gonna go down this road, I'm gonna take you back to my house and fucking destroy that pussy. She's like,
So,
it's probably all still tight down there.
how about them booking 2 different Divas matches on the same Raw?
I mean, I think that's a good thing, right?
No, because neither of them.
Is it good, or is that how thin the roster is right now, and they have not shit going on for anybody?
That's how thin the roster is.
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna break this real quick because we just brought up the thin roster thing, and here's something that scares me. Sheamus is gonna come back, and somebody actually said that this could happen because it's Vince McMahon, and I'm really scared. Finn Balor comes up as Sheamus's flippy little sidekick, and I will cry and cry and cry. I will.
I mean, look what they did to the Ascension with their debut to the main roster.
Oh.
That was terrifying.
Listen, all I'm going to say is I could give 2 fucks about the Ascension, but I really enjoy Finn Balor, and if he gets just turned into a pile of shit, I'm going to be sad. Very, very sad.
I think we all will die a little inside if they're... Dude, no. They got this whole fucking circle thing going. They're gonna bring all these kids up to the main roster, and then it's finally gonna change shit, or have an NXT WWE war. Shit's gonna go down. Survivor Series epicness.
No, not again, dude. We did that fucking 5 years ago.
Yeah, we did that.
And you know NXT's just gonna torture John Cena again.
And then John Cena is going to bury every single one of them single-handedly.
Yeah, he'll beat all of them up at once.
Right.
No. By this point, John Cena will be retired, and Roman Reigns will Superman punch all 5 of the NXT guys at one time.
I was about to say it's going to be the fucking 5-man Superman punch instead of a 2-man.
They'll end up doing it. They'll do it. It'll be at a pay-per-view. It'll be at the fucking Rumble. What are we talking about? He's gonna punch 30 dudes in the face at once.
So,
And
how do they push Roman this year besides him winning? Does he eliminate 20 guys from the Rumble this year? Like Like, he just comes in at number 1 and he just eliminates everybody up until, like, there's too many people for him to eliminate.
I already claimed this, and I really think it's going to happen, but I think they're going to bury every Rumble record under Roman Reigns.
Which is going to be depressing because it's going to make the Rumble records mean nothing.
Well, they already buried Kane.
How many's been the most eliminated by one person now?
Kane had it for Kane had it for one match. It was like 12.
Are you talking about
Roman got like 14 or 15 last year.
This year, Kane should come in and one-up him.
I agree. Reigns doesn't need a record. He's not.
Well, I mean, they've basically been pushing Reigns as the Kane barrier for the entire time.
Well, all Kane needs is one more elimination, and he's got most of all time.
Oh yeah, because he's right under Shawn Michaels.
He'll get one.
He'll pass him. Right now, he's tied with Shawn Michaels.
He'll get at least one this year.
Unless they fuck up the stats again, but that's wait, what is he on? 38 or 39?
I thought he was at 40 or 41 by now.
No, because he didn't eliminate anybody last year. That's when Punk kicked his ass out.
No, Punk wasn't at Rumble last year, was he?
Yeah, he was. He left the day after that Raw.
Oh,
the Raw after the Rumble was when he no-showed.
Wow.
Damn!
Just said fuck that shit.
This year. Yeah.
Alright, so Lesnar showed up on Raw, guys. With the belt. That's a woo.
Twice, right?
Twice, yes. He was in 2 segments.
He was in 3 segments, actually.
Oh, shit.
But, so we're going to talk about the first segment. Well, fuck it. Let's talk about the second segment first. The second segment was just him and Rollins for a brief moment, and Brock spoke by himself.
Yeah.
Oh, he did, yeah, and it sounded really awkward. Like
well, that's because they let Brock talk.
It wasn't the worst I've ever heard Brock talk. He spoke really quietly.
Because you have a weird voice.
Fuck you. He spoke quietly. I don't have as weird of a voice as Brock fucking Lesnar. That man's voice is just like, what the fuck? You never expect it out of his mouth.
Hey, God had to take something from him. He's probably got a fucking horse cock, too. So, I mean, can't everything.
He is married to Sable, you know?
Man, the things I would do to that bitch.
Sable, really, now?
I mean, not now, but...
What?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I would have hit it, but...
Cougar life, yo!
Alright, so back to the first appearance. Back to the first appearance of Lesnar. Heyman does a lot of talking. And suddenly, we actually talked about the death of Taker.
Yep. And they didn't really sell it all that well.
I felt that Heyman sold it very well for a champion who hasn't shown up for 4 months. By bringing up all of his accomplishments, he has an impressive resume. With or without beating the streak.
Yeah.
Because they went all the way to his amateur wrestling days and UFC. And they even called out his New Japan stuff.
Well, did you see that Kurt Angle called him out after that?
Wait, what?
Kurt Angle apparently watches Raw still. Because Kurt Angle on Twitter said, yeah, I have a record just like that. Only I have a gold medal, too.
Oh, shit.
Except you never won in UFC, Kurt, and, like...
I think that was the point, though, that he has a gold medal, which is better than the UFC championship.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Dude, he trumps every wrestler ever.
Dude, Kurt
except Jack
gold
Briscoe.
Medal. Kurt and that gold medal.
No. Kurt Angle still trumps everybody.
Let's be real here. If Kurt Angle showed up at the Royal Rumble this year, everybody and their mother would mark out. Except for the 5-year-olds who didn't know what the... Da-na, da-na, da-na.
So did y'all know that used to be the Patriots music?
Did it really?
Yeah.
So, but, I mean, okay, if we're gonna go on this tangent, man, I feel like Mark Henry is just as legit as Kurt Angle, if not more legit. Especially when we talk gold medals.
Strength standpoint,
but... Yeah, not a wrestler.
But not a wrestler.
Exactly.
Mark Henry was he's a freak of a human being who can build muscle mass like no one ever has.
But he can't put on a 5-star match.
Not anymore. Maybe 10 years ago he might have been able to.
Except he was sexual chocolate and nobody loved it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, not 10 years. 10 years ago, actually, was leading into his Undertaker fight. And he was definitely not at his best at that point.
Well, you get the point, though. A while ago, Mark Henry could have been that good. But
I hear you, but it's a long, long time ago by now.
yeah, I don't know. I would love to see Kurt Angle come back and win the Royal Rumble because I'll mark out.
He'd mark out anyways. Sting's gonna
You're right.
show up.
He could get eliminated in 2 seconds and I would still have marked out for that entire 2 seconds. But WWE doesn't want him to wrestle, so.
Alright, so, did you feel like Lesnar still doesn't look very good?
I mean, Lesnar still looks like a freak of nature, like he is. So, he's probably a little tired because he's been partying and really doesn't give a fuck about WWE.
That's very true.
So, man, he'll the week before the Rumble, he'll get all fucking jacked out in the gym, and then he'll fucking hit the Rumble, and then you won't see him till WrestleMania.
We're gonna get to that. Matt, at this point, do you feel like Lesnar is at all a does he show up as a good champion?
Kinda the idea of it, but he needs to be on more Raws. Not necessarily, not even wrestling. Like he shouldn't even wrestle. I wouldn't fucking put that dude in the match on Raw.
He really should have shown up in the last 4 months. Even if he didn't have a title defense, he should have shown up more.
Yeah, he should have shown up and terrorized shit. And been the big, badass beast heel that can't be fucking beat. That took the fucking street. And
yeah, and they dominated everybody.
They should have had him on a pay-per-view before now. Wrestling somebody that everybody likes or something. And have him just destroy him.
I mean, I think that was the idea of him beating Cena.
Yeah,
but that was so long ago.
Yeah, and it was what? Fucking suplex. That shit was fucking shitty.
Well, I mean, I think the joke was I just said that everybody loves Cena. My bad. That was mean of me. Daniel Bryan showed up. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have a fight.
Oh, God. The promo was decent.
I just want to say this. I called it. They are going to paint him as an underdog again.
I think they're just going to try to pick up where they left off with the whole authority thing. Daniel Bryan will probably win the Rumble. He will go on to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Probably Ambrose will interfere with Rollins trying to cash in. And then we'll get a Rollins-Bryan match at my brain. Oh, my brain.
Extreme Rules.
Oh, my brain sold way too hard. At Extreme Rules, because Lesnar is not going to show up. We damn sure know that.
I agree, but I still feel like, I mean, look, man, we had Raw in New Orleans. We brought up all of this shit that had happened. And we're still just basically burying the streak. We're burying the streak right now because we're going to bury Lesnar.
Well, yeah,
is there a way to get through this without burying Lesnar?
No, Lesnar's going down in flames.
No, Lesnar's going to survive till Mania and pass the torch to Bryan.
I mean, that's still being buried in this case.
No, it's not. It's fucking Daniel Bryan.
And it's the man who beat The Undertaker. He destroyed our childhoods. He's the former UFC champion. He's a former WWE champion. The undisputed WWE champion of all things.
It was bad.
I mean, we're talking about he should be the biggest thing in the world right now.
But he's not.
So who do they got?
Nobody. That's the real state of WWE. We don't really have anybody major right now.
Daniel Bryan.
Oh, who we're still calling a B-lister and proving is a B-lister.
He kind of makes a good point.
Yeah, but he still gets the pops that
I'm
nobody else.
sorry. Once again, Stephanie came out and we buried the one that everybody loves, this time even the Smarks, and said the truth. We're still painting you as a B-lister.
No, because it's fucking Daniel Bryan. Like, people can say whatever the fuck he wants, and then once he steps into the ring, it's like, blow, bitch.
Really? Like Blau bitch?
Yeah, it'll be over with.
I don't know. They brought up really good points whenever they were trying to talk him down.
Every time they brought up a point against
really
somebody
good
last
points when
night.
they're trying to twist it on somebody. Sorry.
No, you're good. There was a lot of points that got brought up that night, and it was just like, holy shit, dude. We are basically just laughing at all of the fans right now.
Sounds about like it.
That's what it came off as to me.
Because they're the bad guys.
Yeah, but I think they might be going a little bit too deep with this. For the simple fact that if Bryan doesn't win at all, he's kind of just... I mean, what do you say? You basically say that, oh, he gets hurt whenever he wins. And even if he can win again this time, that he'll probably get hurt again.
That's basically what they said, yeah. And that's kind of what makes it really rough right now.
I'm pretty sure somebody just took a piss.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
I didn't know if that was just me hearing some shit. But no, look, I'm telling you, Daniel Bryan's gonna come back. He's gonna kick fucking ass. I don't know if he's gonna get it at Mania though. I don't know. I'm still kind of like up in the air about it. I guess.
I feel like anybody winning it at Mania is a bad thing unless they do a cash in, and we literally have Rollins win off a severely beat Lesnar.
That's what I was about to say. Can Lesnar leave WrestleMania without looking weak?
I don't want to talk about that yet. Let's end the show with that. Let's talk about Dean Ambrose real quick, because Dean Ambrose, I've never seen Dean Ambrose do face promos, really, but that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, he's fucking funny as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Like, that set of promos was the furthest from the crazy, dark Dean Ambrose promos that I love so much, but at the same time, it was some of the best promos I've watched out of him.
Him making fun of the doctor was actually hilarious. Telling him that it was weird whenever he sits down to pee.
It was definitely one of those moments that was a highlight.
Was like Ambrose, he's good like that because he can be funny or whatever. But when he gets fucking cranked up and he's feeling himself, like, yeah, he did this promo in FCW or whatever the fuck it was, and it was one of the best promos I've seen. Him just fucking talking with the mic.
When he was feuding with William Regal?
Yeah, he stopped to talk to Regal at the fucking booth or whatever. But
Go on.
He's so good at that. Like, you could be laughing one moment, but then turn around and he's like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Okay, hang on. If we're going to talk about Ambrose, can we talk about the fact that I'm not sure, but it looks like they're basically just going to pull the plugs on pushing him? And I don't mean it in a bad way, but I mean it in a way of he's not going to be doing anything major at WrestleMania from the looks of it right now. I mean, the best he's going to get is facing Rusev.
Well, remember, we still got 2 weeks left. The road to WrestleMania doesn't start until the Rumble.
You're right, but usually you can at least see a few things ahead of the time. And right now, I mean, I don't see any way to put Dean into anything big. Like, who could he feud against? I mean, we're all basically assuming it's H versus Sting at Mania, right?
Yep.
Kind of. Not really. I don't know what we're doing there.
It's gonna happen. It'll
Okay,
happen.
well, we're just going to say that's that. So, yeah. And then we have either Reigns or Bryan is winning the Rumble and facing Rollins/Lesnar at Mania. I could still buy a Rollins cash in at the Rumble just because getting the strap off of him earlier than later would be better.
Moving into the ending of this program, I want
Damn,
to
bro, cut me off much.
First off, I want to do a shout out, obviously, to ourselves, Kayfabe Gimmicks on Facebook, but more importantly, homework. If anybody can find us Roman Reigns doing a suplex, send me a video clip. I want to see this shit. I'm saying.
I mean, I bet there's one from. No, I doubt.
It has to be on WWE programming. It can't be on NXT.
I was about to say NXT.
Anything on main event.
Maybe on main event. But I want to go ahead and do Rumble predictions right now.
Oh, fuck.
Again, we're doing this
with where we're currently at. I mean, with where we're currently at, I'm leaning towards Dean Ambrose after his whole promo segment.
Oh, why you gotta hit me in the feels, man? Why you gotta hit me in the mark?
Hit him in the mark.
Because the mark's what matters here.
Well, see, here's the thing: is that my mark is different than most people's mark, and by most people, I mean the people that they're trying to sell the WWE to.
Obviously.
So, as much as I would love to see Ambrose there, I know it's not going to happen. Honestly, though,
I don't think that's so much a thing now. I mean, we are doing this whole storyline about will he be able to even make it to the Rumble.
Honestly, well, that's what I was going to say. He's being played up as beaten up, and he's taken loss after loss after loss to Bray Wyatt, who at this point is basically a nobody. Let's be real. Bray Wyatt does not matter anymore.
Bray Wyatt had a 30-second promo about being in the Rumble. That was his whole Raw moment.
I don't want to say it, but Bray Wyatt, as good of a talker as that guy is just done. I mean, unless somebody wants to convince me otherwise.
Convince him.
Convince that man.
I mean, dude, it's fucking Bray Wyatt. Like, the guy can go in the ring. He's fucking huge. And
Husky Harris.
Well, then you have assholes like Toad over here. But, you know,
my bad, I had to.
Like, Bray Wyatt really is the whole package. Like,
he is.
It's just them, like, giving him the time. Like, all his feuds up until this point have been meaningful and, like, really intense matches that have been pretty fucking entertaining.
I agree, but at the same time, what is he right now? He's a cult leader without a cult. He's trying to convince people to follow him, and no one's following.
That's true with Harper gone and Rowan. Rowan's a face now, right?
Yep, and he tried to get Dean
and he's fired.
And Dean wouldn't join him. I mean, honestly, the best thing they could do for him is get new people to follow him. They don't have to have big beards. Nobody's going to care if they don't have big, audacious beards. Just give him some people to... I don't care, man. Go grab Justin Gabriel. Make Justin Gabriel one of his new bitches. Justin Gabriel needs something to do.
All right. You will never, ever hear me do this. But, fantasy booking. Fantasy booking
right now? We've already gone into this, man. My fantasy booking is the number 30 entrant to the Royal Rumble is the motherfucking Undertaker. And he comes in and knocks the actual fuck out of Roman Reigns, goes on, beats Brock for the strap, goes on a run, blah, 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 retires.
All right.
They should do that.
Goofy
they should do that. Return the favors. Return the goddamn favors, Brock. God damn it.
Not necessarily goofy fantasy booking, but to put Bray Wyatt somewhere right now, Bo Dallas comes back. He's in the middle of the ring, and he's talking about, do you believe? Do you believe?
Believe, not believe. Believe.
It's true, and what? Dallas is out.
The damn ring.
Dallas is out with an injury right now, right? So gone a couple months, he could totally come back with a beard.
I don't need him to come back with a beard. I just need him to come out and do the Bo Leave shtick for a couple of weeks.
Oh no, I was talking about
And
coming back and joining Bray Wyatt.
but that's what I'm trying to get into. He does the belief shtick, and he talks about believing in a higher power, but you don't know who the fucking higher power he's talking about is for a few weeks. You just think he's talking about God or whatever the fuck Bo Dallas talks about, because nobody gives a
Himself,
shit.
actually, is probably the higher power.
Probably. But all of a sudden, Bo's in the middle of a fucking match. And it could be a tag team match. Somehow, him and somebody end up fighting against Bray Wyatt or somebody. But all of a sudden, Bo Dallas just stands up in the middle of the fucking ring after grabbing the mic off somebody off the side. And is like, do you believe in Bray Wyatt? And you have the cult back.
Well,
He's the perfect fucking mouthpiece for the cult in that
yeah,
sense.
but Bray Wyatt's supposed to be the mouthpiece. That's the thing.
Yeah, but he could be
you
the
don't
dude
need-
shouting. He's a hype man.
Exactly. He's your Jimmy Hart.
He's your fucking Flavor Flav, son.
Motherfucking unclean spitter got that shit. That's exactly what I'm going for, dude. You just need him to be a motherfucking hype man. You just need him to be there saying, you believe, right before fucking Wyatt goes off on all of his tangents.
Wouldn't make sense.
It would work better than fucking Rowan and Harper ever did. They were just the creepy, quiet guys. They weren't even much of a cult to begin with, let's be real.
Nah, not really.
CM Punk had a better straight edge cult with the straight edge society.
I mean, ooh, Punk had one. Punk had a chick. Ooh,
Oh yeah, the chick was
that
hot.
had a
bald
chick.
ass head.
No hair. Yeah,
But she had some big ass titties.
He had
Sabrina or whatever, right?
Fungus,
Festus.
Festus, and somebody else.
Joey Mercury.
Yeah, he had fucking Joey Mercury.
Was that Joey Mercury too?
Mercury didn't even do anything. He broke his arm like a week or two into joining.
Yeah, because they're homeboys. Punk like bought him a fucking house or some shit.
Yeah.
All right. So Matt, at this point, who do you think is going to win the Rumble?
Hulk Hogan.
Thanks, Matt. We appreciate you. Hez, Rumble winner.
You know, I'm gonna have to give it to Daniel Bryan. You heard the heat last year on Mysterio.
Oh, Mysterio? What?
Remember
they
when
booed him.
Mysterio was
Oh,
number
you mean
30?
whenever he was number 30? Yeah, well, that he's gonna be number 30 again this year.
Yeah, but
Do they even have him signed right
I
now?
don't think so.
yeah, no, he's still signed to the WWE. He's enslaved to him.
Number-
Mr. Never
number-
Needs
Hey
Mysterio.
guys, number 30 hits, and you expect like Daniel Bryan to come out, and you hear da na 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 na, and then all of a sudden it just stops and just goes booyaka, booyaka, and everyone
619.
in the stadium just breaks down into tears.
No, man, the fans were so pissed last year. That crowd was so loud with those boos. And then everyone
Because
was
they didn't want him to
Daniel
win that
Bryan.
shit.
Yeah, that crowd was fun.
I don't
All
think
right.
it's gonna be Bryan that wins it because I think they're gonna do the cash in at Mania.
Book me something, Matt, to make WWE must-watch TV right now.
Book you something to make it must watch. Cena.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, look. This is gonna sound whack, kind of, but it's not if you just pay attention. Cena wins the motherfucking title, right? And he just comes out and he says, "You know what? I'm not defending this fucking thing until one of y'all whack motherfuckers step your game up, and I decide you're worth fucking coming and getting it." And doesn't defend it for whatever. And you have these fucking people like Ziggler and whatever, like, yo, I'm taking that title from you, blah, blah, blah. But, like, the climb of we'll just say Ziggler in the place. The climb of him getting up there it's got to be crazy. It's got to be violent. And he can't be I'm show off. Look at my fucking ass. How about that?
I mean, it's interesting. You basically you want a fantasy book that's seen a heel turn right away.
Well, it's whatever. He's already a heel. I don't consider him a face. He's a heel. I don't like him. I don't like him because he keeps on saying, "Hey, I'm going to be here." It's just like a bad guy saying, "Hey, you can't beat me for this belt." It's the same thing. He's a fucking heel. I don't think he's a face. He's a fucking heel.
I mean, the Authority's been painting him as a heel too recently, and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what it is to us. The people who fucking watch it every fucking week. He's the fucking heel. Who's the dude people hate most in wrestling? It's fucking Cena.
Followed closely by Brock Lesnar right now, just because of how they've done this title run.
Well, yeah, but Cena's like the dude. Like, you see him all the fucking time. You're like, fuck, not this shit. Like, when he came out and did the promo at the beginning of the show, everybody was just like, fuck, not this shit again. He's a fucking heel. You can tell it. You can tell it when he talks to the crowd and he's like, yo, I'm still here. I'm still going to be doing my thing. That's the smart-ass fucking motherfucker telling you to your face that, yo, I ain't leaving whether you like it or not, you know.
I still like Cena more than I like people like Bo Dallas. I really don't like Bo Dallas. Are there any Bo Dallas fans in this conversation?
I don't know. I'm neutral on him, I guess. I don't really...
Yeah, I don't really care about him.
I hate this shtick.
The guy can go in the ring, but I'm not digging the Tebow gimmick.
That's pretty much what it is, though.
Maybe we're just impartial because we're from Gainesville.
Is he from Gainesville?
No, but fucking Tim Tebow is. Or fucking played for the Gators.
I'm not from this shithole, by the way. You're from this shithole. I wasn't born here. Oh shit, now people know where I live.
They gonna get you.
They're gonna find me. Alright, Hez. Fantasy book us something real quick.
Fantasy book us. Alright, how about...
Something that could happen in WWE.
Something that can happen what?
There's something that could happen right now to make things actually interesting.
Alright, shit, honestly, I'm stuck, you guys. I'm sorry.
And we get to the guy
too complicated for Ez.
Too high to actually put things together.
Yo, I've actually been putting a lot of Legos together, but you know that doesn't help.
That actually sounds like a lot of fun. Actually, I want to go play with Legos now. Damn it. Oh God.
Look,
all right, so to finish out this
my fantasy booking, you know, I took it as with what's going on now with the chess pieces that you got right now, not like just whoever I want to come in.
I understand.
Because I would love for Benoit to come back and win the world championship.
Well, everyone.
The reanimated corpse of Chris Benoit.
With the reanimated corpse of Benoit to win the title and fight the reanimated
10,
corpse of Macho Man Randy
9,
Savage. Damn it!
8, 7, 6.
Why are you
5,
counting?
4, 3, 2, 1. Benoit's music hits. All of a sudden, JR's sitting behind the booth. By God, that's the zombie corpse of Chris Benoit! Oh, he's flying headbutting everybody!
We have a couple of things to finish up with. Obviously, we're on YouTube at Eviction Entertainment, so we got to give that shout out.
Is it Eviction Entertainment?
We're on Twitter. It's Eviction Entertainment. No. It's Eviction Entertainment.
Game this week. I see. Okay.
But feel free to go to Eviction Records on YouTube
and check him out on Twitter too at the Unclean Spitter.
Yes.
And I don't even remember my Twitter handle right now. I don't give a shit right now.
I suck dick a lot.
No, that was yours, buddy.
That's
that
just
was
my
yours.
name, bro.
You changed it recently.
Whoa, dude.
Pretty sure you changed it recently.
Twitters.
Not really, they do.
Oh my God. Sometimes.
I tweet to Twitter. I Insta the gram.
So we ended Raw with a contract signing, and all three men in the ring and they were kind of talking about how they could team up against each other.
Hell yeah.
I kind of liked it when Cena was like, well, me and Lesnar could just beat the shit out of you, Seth Rollins.
It's too heelish for Cena.
But he did it. Maybe Cena is a heel right now. Maybe Matt's right.
And we just don't know it yet that he's actually... Like, he's a heel. None of us have realized it yet.
Go ahead, Hez.
Oh, it's not even Cena like being a heel. It's like, it's survival of the fittest. Lesnar and Cena are two massive guys, and Seth Rollins is comparably smaller. And given all the bullshit that Seth Rollins has done, Cena might do anything it takes to get rid of him.
All right, so we're going to end this one instead of with the Royal Rumble. We're going to end it with the main event. How's the main event going to end? I'm going to say mine. Then we're going to go Matt. Then we're going to go Alex. Then we're going to end with Hezzy because he's the new face of the show this week. So we're going to let Hez say how he thinks that match is going to end.
God.
But for me, right now, I feel it's either going one of two ways. Rollins wins via cash-in, or Lesnar runs it all the way to the Rumble. Or all the way to Mania. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, I think Lesnar's taking it to Mania. I think they'll tease the cash in, but it won't happen. They'll do some kind of corny somebody gets knocked out by accidentally missing a move, so they're out of it, then Brock will smash whoever's left, Cena probably.
All right. I have to preface this. Do we know if the main event is first or if the Rumble is first?
The Rumble will be last.
Okay.
Normally the Rumble takes place after.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying on the odd chance that it might happen first.
It wouldn't be the first time that it happened
I
guess.
We can break this down really simply how the entire night can go, then, based off of the triple threat. If Rollins wins via cash-in, or somehow, he won't because he already has the Money in the Bank briefcase, but if Rollins leaves with the belt, Reigns wins, or Ambrose possibly, that would be the best thing, actually. Rollins wins the belt, Ambrose wins the Rumble. Ooh, my dick just got hard thinking about that. But yeah, if Rollins leaves with the belt, we get Ambrose or Reigns winning the Rumble. If Lesnar wins, we get Bryan. And if Cena, for some ungodly reason, wins, we get Bryan. There's no question. It's Bryan, and then a small possibility of Ambrose Reigns.
I kind of got to agree with you there. Hez, how do you see this main event coming out?
For the Rumble all the way to Mania?
I mean, just who's gonna win the heavyweight match at the Rumble?
Oh, totally Lesnar. There's gonna be some bullshit, and Lesnar's gonna retain. And
so you don't think there's any chance of anybody else getting in there?
I mean, no. I think somehow the Authority, like the whole stable's gonna get involved in the match, and it's just gonna get thrown out. Lesnar's gonna keep the title by default, tease a couple cash-ins, and ride it all the way to Mania.
Hang on, I'm gonna ask this question: how is it gonna get messed up? Or there's no DQs in a triple threat match?
Is that how they're running that?
Well, there's no DQs in a triple threat match, no matter what.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. Here, I'll fact check it real quick for you.
All right.
Freeze.
So,
I'm burning it up.
In theory, I know you are. You go ahead and do your thing. In theory, what if Rollins cashes in and still doesn't win at Rumble? He loses the match. He loses Money in the Bank. He wins the Rumble.
That would be a twist.
Now, the only way this works to your advantage is if Cena wins the belt, because otherwise you have heel versus heel.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And I still feel like we have put ourselves into such a corner where neither Seth Rollins or Dean Ambrose even or Daniel Bryan look like they are capable of taking out Lesnar.
Okay, real quick, yes. The triple threat format is generally without disqualifications. I was pretty sure, but I just fact checked it just to make sure that I wasn't on crack.
I guess I never really paid attention.
Well, they don't usually use it as a no DQ match because
Oh, they don't. If you think about it, they never do countouts during that match, though.
yeah, because the guy will disappear for minutes upon minutes
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have to.
to keep the flow of the match. Yes.
Oh, all right. Let's close this episode out. Favorite triple threats? Mine's gonna be Angle Orton versus Rey Mysterio, WrestleMania 22.
Nope.
Mine's.
What do you guys got for
I'll go
me?
last because mine's the best.
All right, Hez, go.
I'll do. I gotta go with Angle, Jericho, Benoit. Wait.
Matt?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know, man. There was a fucking triple threat. It was in WCW, and it was fucking cruiserweights. And I'm thinking it was fucking Guerrero maybe, and I think Ray was there. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Kidman, Hoovy, and Ray.
Who?
Kidman, Juventud Guerrera, and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I think that was it.
That was an epic feud when those three were fighting for the cruiserweight title.
Yeah, it was just nuts.
All right, Alex, go ahead.
Dude, it's no question. It's Vengeance 2002.
Whoa, who was
Undertaker, The Rock, and Kurt Angle.
I think I have to go watch this match. I don't.
It is
recall
pretty.
this one.
It is
It
pretty
sounds sexy.
entertaining.
It's such a good match, and the ending is them all doing each other's finishers, which is what is one of my favorite parts of the match.
Well, see, that's why I loved the WrestleMania 22 one, because they had the triple suplex.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, literally.
pretty good-
Kurt Angle gets Orton, is about to suplex his ass, and Orton just grabs little Ray like, "You're coming with me, buddy."
That's actually a really, really good spot. Now that I think about it.
Oh yeah. This was Kayfabe Gimmicks. I'm Snuva.
I'm the
I'm
Unclean
Alex.
Spitter.
You don't get it.
I'm Hezzy.
Hezzy's high. Find us on Facebook. Same shit, different day, bitches.
Yeah.